The wind howled. It whipped around him, a lonely sentinel on the cliff's edge. His name was Ragnar, and his face, weathered and scarred, was framed by braids as red as the setting sun. He looked like a wolf, eyes narrowed against the biting wind, scanning the endless expanse of the sea. His hands, calloused and strong, clutched a thick, leather-bound tome. The ancient runes, etched deep into the worn pages, seemed to writhe in the fading light. Each symbol held the weight of generations, stories of bravery, of loss, of the never-ending fight for survival against the unforgiving forces of nature and man. He read by the dying light, his brow furrowed in concentration. The stories spoke of winters so harsh they could freeze a man solid where he stood. Winters that brought with them a hunger that gnawed at the belly of the world. Winters like the one they were facing now. He could almost hear the whispers of his ancestors in the wind, their voices urging him to be strong, to lead his people through the coming darkness. He was their shield, their protector, the one who stood between them and the cold embrace of oblivion. But what if he failed? A shiver ran down his spine, and it wasn't from the cold. He could feel it in his bones. Something was different. The shadows seemed to stretch further, the silence of the approaching night more profound. Danger lurked on the horizon. He could sense it. His village, nestled in the valley below, seemed especially vulnerable. Smoke curled lazily from the longhouses, a beacon of warmth and life in the gathering gloom. He would protect them. He had to. The sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of blood orange and deep violet. It was a beautiful sight, a final defiant blaze of glory before the world was consumed by darkness. Was this his last sunset? He didn't know. Ragnar closed the book, the leather creaking softly. He rose, his tall frame silhouetted against the dying light. The wind tugged at his beard, carrying with it the scent of salt and something else, something ominous, the scent of war. He drew a deep breath, steeling himself for the trials to come. His ancestors watched over him, their courage flowing through his veins. He would not let them down. He would face the coming darkness, and he would meet it with a warrior's roar.